Hi, friends. Welcome to Enlightened World Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson here for a meditation a day. Thank you for being here. It is my honor to bring you Sally De La Rosa. She will be providing a meditation for us today that is called Ready, Set, Release. And Sally and I were just talking about how when we have gone through trauma, and many folks have gone through trauma, we don't realize that we're storing all of those emotions and the impact of those emotions on our physical body. So Sally's going to help walk us through that. Sally, thank you so much for being here today.
You are so welcome. And I want to kind of jump right in this. Trauma, it's a real heavy thing when it comes to us. We like to deal with it the best we can, the quickest we can to get rid of it. But when we don't really sit down with it, let it fill us, let ourselves feel it. Like everybody says, you got to feel it to heal it. You really do. If you don't allow yourself to process the energy from the trauma, because remember, everything is made of energy. If you don't allow yourself to process the energy of the trauma, the energy stays put. It finds a home within your body. It begins to rest there. It becomes a part of you. In time, you start having health issues. Things can go haywire in your body, complete chaos, as I am living through this myself right now. So, complete chaos in your body. The inability to walk. You can lose your ability to walk, to use your limbs normally. So, I really want to help walk you through that process of getting through to those areas and releasing, unleashing, draining that energy that is stuck and has been stuck in there for however long your trauma is old. So for me, it's a little bit of 2.5 years, and it's taken my ability to walk and use my hands and my arms and all of this. I've been fighting for this whole time to kind of pull everything together. And it's just recently hit me like a brick what is going on. And the thing is when we store our emotions, it affects this area in our bodies, which is an organ called emunctories. And what this is it's an organ that eliminates waste in our body, such waste as emotional trauma that we no longer need to hold on to. We can release it, we can let it go. But if you're not aware of it, even existing in your body, then this can happen to people time and time and time again. And I've got probably 7 friends right now that are all going through similar to this. So let's get into this emunctory. They are emunctories. They are all around our joints, and we're going to access them by kind of pulling in our chakras. So if there's a trauma that has happened, we're going to deal mainly with grief today. So I would love to do a series of these to help people continuously meditate to relieve other types of emotional issues like guilt and, things like this, abandonment and so on. But today we're really going to deal with that grief and how it hits people so hard. And I think among all the issues we have, grief is probably the hardest one, and it hits the hardest. So I want you to get comfortable in your chair. You can either lay out, stretch out. You can take a nap while this is going on. Just turn your volume up a little bit so you can hear us. And as soon as you find that comfortable place, I want you to begin wiggling your toes, your ankles. Let's extend those toes like we are standing on our toes. Reflex in the calf muscles. I want you to feel those calves. Let's let this energy go up to our thighs. Let's move those knees, those hips. Take those deep breaths as it comes up your chest. filling that heart chakra, that cavity. Let's push this air down into our hands. And I really, really want you to feel it in your fingers, in the palms of your hands. Rub your fingers together. You can either put both of your hands together, because this is one of the ways that you can start to process grief, is by rubbing both of your palms together. Rub those fingers together, squeeze, and release. So to relieve these emunctories, to start to open the flow, all it takes is a little movement. Little movement. So that's what we're going to do through this. We're going to move. Now I want you to feel your breath. Let's pay attention to our heart chakra. I feel like this is the area that is like the control panel for the rest of our bodies. Let's keep taking those breaths in and just relax and release. Now we're going to come up to our throats, living with truth, never speaking that we are not all right when we lose somebody, always feeling like we have to keep ourselves together, to not shed tears, to not feel the hurt or the loneliness. Let's take that deep breath in. Let's push that air to our throats. And let's find that voice. And let's find our volume. And we're going to create movement in that throat by breathing that air out through your mouth. So let's get a good air in and out. And we're going to move right up to our third eye. And we're going to feel that energy up there. If there's anything that you need to rub out, take your fingers, index and middle finger, center of your forehead, and just go in light circles counterclockwise, and allow yourself to feel the movement in your third eye. And don't worry, we're going to come back through those chakras, but now I want you to just wake them up. And we're going to come up to that crown chakra. Let's take that deep breath in. Let's really push that air through our crown, right at the top of our heads, and let's blow it out. And we're going to start here on our way back down. And why I wanted to go more so on the way back down and really hit these areas hard is because of the movement. We're going to imagine that every move we make shakes off or shakes loose anything that is stuck, and any energy that doesn't belong anymore, any energy that may be hurting us. So let's feel that energy around the crown chakra, the top of your head. If you begin to feel your hair move, it's just Spirit's way of coming in to help you. They want you to clear that path just as well. And I want you to see the person that you are trying to heal the grief from. Picture them in your mind. You feel like shedding tears, shed those tears. It's movement. And that's what you want to do. You want to create movement. So I want you to see in your mind's eye this very still pond of water. It's very still, very peaceful. You can hear a loon going off in the background, singing its beautiful song. And I want you to see yourself dropping a pebble in the water. Just pick up your hand in front of you, raise your hand up, and drop that pebble. When you do, it creates a current in the water. It creates movement. Let's imagine this movement is pushing this person, the memories that are hard for us to deal with, whatever they may be, down to our heart chakra. We're going to start to feel the flow happening by the ease and tension in our face. If you're not feeling like squeezing your eyes or wrinkling your forehead or pursing your lips, the flow is there. If you are doing any of these, take a deep breath in, release, and just move your head back and forward and back and forward. Now you should feel the ease and the release of tension throughout your face, throughout your head. Just move down to the third eye, which is the middle of your forehead, just above the brow bone. That beautiful indigo, rich blue. Continue to take your breaths, releasing any tension that you may be picking up on. If you feel it, breathe into it. Imagine yourself grabbing it and placing it very gently into your heart chakra. Remember, we're going to heal everything at the heart level. Allow yourself to relax into that free-flowing feeling. If you're not feeling that release of tension in your forehead yet, which I still feel a little, I want you to take a deep breath and squeeze your eyes shut and release. Deep breath in and release. Do that again. Squeeze your eyes. Deep breath in and release. Release all that tension. Release the stress, the fears. For some, we fear living alone, standing on our own 2 feet, not having that parent in our life or spouse or sibling, whoever it may be. Begin to feel those fingers again. Rub those palms. Anytime you start to feel tension in any of the areas, turn to your palms. Rub those. It helps you process the emotions. And with our next deep breath, we're going to let that flow take us down to our throat chakras, which is a beautiful tealy colored light blue, a very happy blue. Right now, some of us might see it a little bit darker. You might see it black. You might see it just not a very pretty color at all. And that just shows us that we're holding on to something there as well. If you're feeling stress or tension in your throat, if you're feeling it at the shoulder level, the back of your neck, you are holding on to some words that maybe should have been spoken. Even if they were only spoken onto paper, set on fire and released to the universe. This way, you are not holding on to all of it, to any of it. So for this throat chakra, let's go ahead and move our head to the left. You want to feel the tension in your neck and allow it to start to soften. Remember to continue breathing. And let's roll our heads to the back. Do the same here. As soon as you feel like it is softening, go to the right. And as soon as you feel like that is softening, bring it yourself right back to the forefront. Deep breath in and release. And let's bring our focus forward again. If you are still feeling tension in there, raise your shoulders up to your ears. Give yourself a hug and slowly release those shoulders. Deep breath in and slowly relax it out. And we're going to jump right over that heart chakra and we're going to come down to the solar plexus. Take your deep breath in. That is the upper part of your ribs above the navel. Take those deep breaths in and release. If you are having trouble reaching a deep breath, if you are not feeling confident about who you are, how you are standing on your own 2 feet, your life path, then know that you're holding something in your solar chakra, your solar plexus. This would ultimately tell me that somebody you lost has caused you to feel a lack of confidence, not fully yourself, and that'll come in time. It will. Let's take some deep breaths into this area. Picturing that beautiful bright yellow. And if you're feeling anything stuck here, let's go ahead and sit straight up. Let's get that spine nice and tall. And let's bring our shoulders, our arms up in front of us, holding our own hands. And let's go ahead and twist to the right and then quickly come back and twist to the left. You are creating movement in your body, in your solar plexus. Do it as many times as you need to. Tell yourself repeatedly, I want to release the stress. It needs to find a home elsewhere. It needs to be healed and transmuted. Let's push that emotional issue up to our heart chakra. We're going to hold it here like it is our coin purse. We are going to deposit everything there. And let's take that deep breath in, and we're going to go down to our sacral chakra, which is a beautiful orange. Just breathe some air into this area. The best and easiest way to release stress in your sacral chakra is through a good old-fashioned belly laugh. You can also work with your core muscle and pull that core muscle in nice and tight, like you are giving yourself a tummy squeeze, and release. One more time, pull that tummy in and release. Deep breath in, pull that tummy in and release. Any movement you bring to this area creates a flow. It creates this broom that goes through your body, sweeping everything out from top to bottom in every single joint. We're going to step down to that root chakra. This one is really important. So I really want you to take those deep breaths in and just relax them out. Listen to my voice. This is where we tend to hold most of our emotional issues. This is where our emunctories begin to really go crazy, because this is where your hips are located, the pelvic area, your facet joint, your sacral, your tailbone, also your central nervous system. So when things are too great for you, the grief is too great and you're not getting it out, you hold it here and it becomes like this cement bottom for you. You can't hardly move because you're so full of hurt. You're so full of grief. It hits and will push all that grief into your central nervous system. Then, in return, it spreads throughout your body, to your toes, to your feet, your calves, your thighs, your hips, your spine, your back, your shoulders, your arms, and your neck. And it just consumes your body. So really push those breaths out. Really start to move your legs at the hip level. Move them back and forth. You can stretch your legs out in front of you. Point your toes. Relax. Point your toes. Relax. Point your toes. Relax. If you feel like standing up, hold on to something and stand on your toes. You get that movement in your toes, get that movement in your calf muscle. Send those messages that you're not going to take this anymore. You're not going to hold this grief or this hurt and this tragic outcome anymore. You're done. You want to heal, you want to move forward. And we definitely don't want nothing to happen to our bodies. I am making a wonderful comeback since I've learned all about the emunctories in our body. Let's take those deep breaths in and let's go ahead and push that movement from our feet. Feel that energy in them. They may have felt tired before this, but now you can feel that energy feeling revitalized in our legs. Let's pull that energy up, bring it all the way through our bodies, up through all the chakras we have just addressed and into our heart. I want you to go to the top of your head. Feel all that energy that you created from there down. And let's pull those energies into our heart chakra. It should feel pretty full at this point with wonderful energy. Let's let that mobilize itself in there. Let's let it wrap itself around everything we want to let out. We're going to do it through breath work. Let's feel it like a giant butterfly net going through our chest and collecting everything that has been left unspoken, unheard, unfelt, and unreleased. And with that, I see my net is being pretty darn full. And I'm going to let go of that net. I'm going to breathe it away and let it go. Taking that deep breath in, releasing that net to my spirit team, letting the angels take it away and transmute all of that grief and hurt. They will bring it back to you, but it will return as pure love, pure admiration for doing the work, and healthy, clean energy. And I'm going to ask the angels to bring that back to us through our sleep tonight. Let us feel this in the morning. Let us feel the difference in our bodies. Let's come back to that heart chakra. And I want you to see and feel the emptiness there. I want you to feel like things have been pulled out, peeled away, healed, cleaned, and released. I want you to feel the calmness within your body, in every joint, in every muscle mass, in every ligament, in every cell. I want your breathing to be nice and light and even, very relaxed. And now I want you to bring yourself back to your heads. Let's move those heads. You can move them side to side, front to back. Just move those heads. And if you can even shake them really fast if you want to. Yes or no. The movement is what you want. I don't want to hold this anymore. I'm letting it go. Let's come down to our heart chakras. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. And let's move down to our solar plexus and our sacral and our root chakra. And we are going to push our tummies all the way out, make them balloon, and release. Pull them in. Once again, balloon them out and bring them in. Just relax that tummy. Let's feel that energy moving down into our laps, down our thighs, down to our feet. And let's flatten both of our feet and feel that connection to Mother Gaia. Let's let her have all of that energy that we no longer need. Breathe it out, and push it down. Wiggle those feet on the floor and let her have them. Feel those roots in your feet and feel them taking what no longer serves you and giving it over to the earth. Once again, all to be healed and transmuted. And I don't know about you, but my breathing is very relaxed, very leveled. First time in a few days. Let's go ahead and move our bodies and open our eyes. I feel so good right now. I do. Oh,
Sally, that was wonderful. Thank you so much.
you are welcome.
You know, I tend to forget about the body in the mind body spirit connection.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. So
We
thank
all
you,
do.
reminder. Yeah.
We tend to get busy in our lives and we put those blinders on and we just forget. We forget. And that was part of my big lesson for coming home was that there's going to be a lot of people who are moving home. We're being brought back to the basics. Oh, we're going to start there. We have that ability to heal ourselves. Let's take advantage of it.
Yeah. Friends, this is a good meditation to come back to time and again as you want. An easy way to do that is on Facebook to get a hold of the link and then send it to yourself in Facebook Messenger. And that way you can always find those meditations that you want to go back to. Sally, this was awesome. Thank you so
You're
much.
so welcome.
What would you like our friends to know about you?
Well, that I'm a life and spiritual coach. I'm a psychic medium as well. And I'm in the race like everybody else is. So I'm learning as I go along and expanding in different ways. And I'm just really wanting to urge people to please take care of your emotional health as well. It's not always just the physical body, it's the emotional body as well.
Okay. Thank you, Sally, so much. Friends, thank you for being here at Enlightened World Network. Take good care. God bless.